I really didn't have access to a lot of these vegetables growing up. There was an issue of accessibility in the Midwest, both for what my German grandmother was longing for and for my mother as well. I think part of the reason why I'm farming is I don't want anyone to have to substitute. I want them to be able to have these vegetables and the produce and the herbs from their home countries easily accessible. I started Radical Family Farms when I was 42. Food for me is one of the last and only ways to hold on to my personal heritage. I think as a child I never had a full understanding or actually felt like I was either Chinese or German. It still comes up, like this grief and this loss and like this anger, like why did I have to be completely assimilated and leave behind and forget all of my family's stories? This is my grandfather, my opa and my oma. A German soldier marrying a Jewish woman after World War II is, in my opinion, a very risky thing to do. This is my mother, Pai Ning. This is my father, Ron. They met a year after my mom came to the United States. Living in a brand new country, it was just about surviving, raising young children in a foreign world. When I was 15, I went to live with my German grandparents. We would have dinner together around the kitchen table every night, and then they would tell me their wartime stories over these meals. That had a profound effect on me. These are my Chinese grandparents. My grandmother, my popo, basically had to flee Nanjing when the Japanese invaded. She met my grandfather, who was a soldier for Chiang Kai-shek and the Nationalists. So they got on a ship from China and fled to Taiwan. I first went to Taiwan when I was under 10, and then I went back again when I was around 21 years old. I got to live with my grandparents and really know this whole other side of me that I had no idea growing up. Those dinners with my grandparents, watching them cook, going to the markets to buy, produce, absolutely influenced my own personal identity. There is definitely a thread that has followed through the generations from my grandparents to my parents and on to me. Being a queer parent, having children of mixed race, we're basically a blended family. I really do feel like we are the new American family. After I had my children, it was really important to me to pass on the language and the culture and the food. So in 2017, I went back to Taiwan again and brought Eleanor and Marcus and enrolled them in a Chinese preschool. That's when I really connected farming and identity farming, because all of the parents had to work in the preschool garden and grow these vegetables. When I started the CSA, I decided to specialize in Chinese heritage vegetables as well as many German vegetables as I possibly could. I was able to meet all of these amazing Asian American chefs who are also exploring their own personal identity as Asian Americans through their cooking and wanting to source Asian and Chinese heritage vegetables from Asian farmers. Coming up, picking up your veggies.
Of course.
We got the sorrel, we have the yin choy. We're gonna harvest more. So you want
Cabbage.
the rainbow chard?
Cabbage and then either chard or kale.
Okay, so we can give you a mix of that and some of this red too. It's really nice to be able to have my produce go to chefs like Chris. I really value his take on modern Taiwanese cuisine. Add it to your
Cool.
dessert.
Yeah, we'll definitely check that out.
Okay.
Our main farm is Leslie just because the passion that she gives towards what she does. My favorite thing that she has is actually her winter melon. I remember my parents and my grandma would always cook a big winter melon soup. And that was one thing that they made every single Christmas, and it was so delicious.
Winter melon soup inside the winter melon. Take it to the next level.
You guys want another one?
You guys want another winter melon soup? I think so.
What she's growing is what almost every first generation Asian American is missing. So we have a saying, it's called know your roots, cook your roots, and eat your roots. Taiwanese night market culture and the street food, we first got introduced to it when I was young, about 4 years old, when we first went to Taiwan. All these different smells, the sights, the sounds, and it's really kind of a bombardment of your senses. We wanted to take the experience factor and really transform it into our pop-up dinners and bring it a little modern format. So that's when we came up with Henzi, and we started meeting all these different people. It definitely started to build a community, and we definitely started to feel like part of something.
I've always felt like this longing or lack of community my entire life. And then once I had my children, I really wanted to make sure that did not happen for them. They are Chinese, Korean, German, Scandinavian. So everything I'm planting, they're trying, we're cooking together. How much potato? I just put it all in.
We're gonna do the eggs.
Yeah, the eggs. I need to
Crack the eggs.
Okay, crack them in. Cooking is really important, is the next step to identity farming. Again, like working with the chefs and then within my own kitchen and working with Eleonora and Sarah, it completes the full circle.
I want cucumber salad.
Yes, my love.
Yeah.
He said it looked perfect. He said he could be
Cucumber salad and Popo's meatballs. I feel like the only reason why I'm farming is for my family. I want to raise them in a way where they are proud and have an understanding and an acceptance of their own identity.